The Netherlands is a fascinating country. While other nations sought to annex the territory of their neighbors, the Dutch expanded their borders through sheer ingenuity, reclaiming land from the sea. The fertile soil of the former seabed yield bountiful crops, places of pasture, and products that came to be known the world over. Join me as I continue my journey to the Dutch countryside as I witness how their creativity turned water into roads, carved out well-organized cities, and maintained age-old traditions. My ballooning buddy Fred and his wife Carla have been showing me around Utrecht and its neighboring towns. This morning, Fred set a very early meeting time for our next adventure. Good morning, Fred. I'm still very sleepy.
Good morning, Joe. Yes. It's way early, I know. But the sun is shining.
But why did you ask me to bring thick jacket?
No, I have a surprise for you today.
Okay.
I bring my motorbike.
Oh, it's the one that you restored.
Yes, right. I have two nice bikes. I bring them both.
Wow, they're both looking so good. They both look like they're brand new. What a treat to see a nice-looking Ducati and BMW, Fred's lockdown projects.
I buy this one.
Yes.
And actually, I think, well, nothing to do. We have COVID here, you know. What should I do? I cannot go to the pub. So I buy me a motorbike. And I was looking and I buy the cheapest one.
Okay.
Yes, because they want to destroy it because it was old. And I think I go to restore it.
You showed me the photos when you were restoring this.
Right.
So you took everything away.
Yes, I make a full restoration of it. And the motorbike is from 1984.
Yes.
And it really looks brand new.
Excellent. It's a
It drives brand new.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the first time they had the 4 cylinders flat on the floor. Yeah.
That's right. Before the BMW only have the boxer engines.
Yes.
Well, actually, this one, it only has 6,000 miles now.
Wow.
And I saw this engine, and it's such a nice motorbike. It's still beautiful.
Still
and
looks
it was
good. It
stock
looks
for a long
very
time.
nice, yes.
The owner takes care very carefully on it.
A monster.
Yes, and I like it.
You know what, Fred? I don't think I want to drive this. If I scratch it, I might have to buy it.
No. Then I hit your nose. I think we go to drive it. Which one you like to drive?
No, I take the Ducati today.
Okay, you drive the Ducati. I take the motorbike. I think we make a nice tour around. Let's go drive.
Sure.
And maybe I have another surprise for you on the road.
Okay.
I show you later where we go.
Okay, I just follow you. Fred and I rode out of the city, trying my best to follow the traffic rules. With Fred leading the way, we passed through small villages and farmlands. Being on the motorbike made me appreciate the peaceful countryside even more. Roads were well marked, especially for bikes. There is a place for everyone, where all kinds of vehicles can safely drive. I still didn't know where we were heading, so I just enjoyed the ride. Soon, we turned off on a farm lot where I saw a familiar face. It was our friend Jan, who has also visited me before in the Philippines. It's been a while since he's been back.
Joy, this is my other surprise.
I know. How many years, huh? Maybe 10 years?
2007?
2007. More than, wow, that's quite a while. And I see you're wearing a nice Philippine t-shirt for me.
Yeah. I'm missing that.
You should come again.
Yeah, we will.
Everything is open now, but now my turn to visit you.
So, yeah, Jan has a cherry farm.
The best, you say?
Yes, of course, the Dutch cherries are the best. You know, we have import ones here from other countries, but the real Dutch cherries are one of the best quality cherries.
I'd like to try and do that. Cherries grow abundantly in the fertile Dutch lands. And Jan has been successful in growing his own orchard. But what is your produce how big is your area?
Only 1 hectare.
But 1 hectare produces how many cherries? Kilos?
10,000.
So
Between
1
6 and 12,000 kilo. And you will have 70 cherries in 1 kilo.
That's a lot. So how many types of cherries do you have?
I got 23.
23 types. Can you show us the others?
Yeah, I will.
The whole area is carefully covered by a net to protect the fruits that are ready for harvest. With our baskets, Jan wanted Fred and I to be cherry pickers for the day. Is this one ripe? Not yet.
This one is not ripe, only the dark ones.
So I should take only the dark ones.
Only the dark ones.
So one by one.
Take them 1 by 1, or you can take them 3 by 3.
Okay, I got it. While I was learning this delicate job, Fred had other ideas. Okay, as Fred said, 1 in the basket, 2 in my mouth.
Yeah. You have to work harder, Joy.
I know, but give me a break. After less than an hour, we have almost picked the trees clean. I think very little in the basket,
Yeah.
more in my stomach.
Oh, no good worker.
Jan sells his cherries and other produce in a small store by the roadside. It operates on an honesty system where buyers just leave their payment in a box or swipe a credit card on the machine. I found Fred already resting from all our hard work. Or was it because of a belly full of cherries? Jan was nice enough to reward his no-good workers with coffee and some treats. It was really a beautiful taste of the tranquil Dutch countryside. Up next, all roads lead to Giethoorn, where there are actually no roads, only canals. We explore this quaint Dutch village, navigating its waterways and its historic past. Big, open skies, and lots of water. I'm getting used to the Dutch landscapes I've been driving in, which haven't changed much over the centuries, save for the modern wind turbines. I've been test driving the Audi e-tron across this scenery, and I am also getting used to its creature comforts. It has Audi's signature premium leather seats, with plenty of room inside the cabin. The bolstering is very comfortable for long drives. The dash is a virtual cockpit with sophisticated yet easy-to-read graphics. The different screens form a terrace design that made me feel like I'm in control of a modern jet. Even the shifter feels like a throttle for a jet engine. It's great that the navigation also shows the nearest charging stations along the route. Once you get past the initial concern of running out of battery power, driving a luxury electric car is really a terrific experience. The Netherlands has a very unique landscape. As much as 20% of the area used to be part of the sea. And all this area are reclaimed land. They build dikes and they can close the waterways and raise and lower the water in the canals. It's amazing how all of them decide to think of continuing to live in this area. This is why there is a popular saying, God created the world But the Dutch created the Netherlands. Some of the small towns are actually islands before, and now they're in the center of all this mainland because of this engineering design that everybody thought of to make use of the land. We passed through some quaint harbor towns. This is one of the old towns, very nice. Small buildings, small road with flowers on their windows. A lot of interesting small towns here in this area. Near the canal, everybody has a boat. Soon, we made it to our destination. Often said to be one of the most beautiful places in the Netherlands, Giethoorn. The first thing that struck me about Giethoorn is the quietness. Being car-free, it was a welcome change from the busy city. Fred and Carla joined me for a day of exploring this small village. And this means either walking on foot or taking a boat. We opted for the latter, just as the locals have traveled around for centuries.
Well, now we are in Giethoorn. Do you know why we drive the boat?
Because I don't think cars are allowed here.
Yes, there's no transportation here. Only the roads are only water roads. Your life is easier. No hurry from traffic. People are not in a hurry.
Carla, would you like living here? Or you prefer to be in the city?
A little bit in between.
So, Fred, you have to buy 2 houses.
Yes.
Yeah, well, actually, I like to live here because it's quiet, friendly people. And if the sun is shining and we have more than 20 degrees and no wind, then it's just relaxing. Also, Dutch people go around here.
Even our boat is a silent, electric one to maintain the peacefulness of the surroundings. These metal boats have replaced the traditional wooden punters as they are easier to maintain. We navigated through the waterways, admiring the medieval-style thatched roof houses and their manicured lawns. And each house has their own dock.
Yes.
And you can
yes.
keep your boat there and take it easy.
Yeah, actually, before the people make the money by cutting the high grass, and they make the high roofs of the roofs from it.
So all the roof?
They are the same.
Oh, yeah, I just noticed that now.
And they sell that, let's say, to other parts of the Netherlands.
Just like in Venice, bridges are built over the canals. There are a total of 176 bridges in this small village.
And I can tell you another secret. In wintertime, when it is frozen, then all people go skating here.
Oh, yeah,
because you can,
be great.
yes, you can skate under the bridge, and it's real great to go skating around here. It's not that long, and you can go around everywhere.
But how did this village come about? It is said that the whole area used to be a peat land. Peat was important for heating before electricity was used. The locals dug up so much peat that the holes became canals. They used these canals to transport and sell the peat to different parts of the country. We made our way out of the village into a lake, which is now part of a protected area.
And actually this lake, you can say it is human-made because...
This is not a natural one.
But before they removed the peat, because they must do the heating inside.
Yeah.
And when they removed the peat and everything was floated more.
The lake forms more of the dug-up peatland in the past. Today, it is a popular area for water sports, especially in the summer months. It was a very pleasant experience, hearing only the sound of birds and the rustling of the leaves overhead. Giethoorn is another peek into Dutch history, and I was glad to relive it for a day. Up next, I haggle my way at the world's oldest cheese market, learning about the unique traditions that go into one of the Netherlands' most prized products. Everywhere in the Netherlands, Dutch creativity and industry built systems and made products that have come to be admired all over the world. This is very much apparent in the next town we visited, the beautiful medieval town of Gouda. We went on a Thursday morning as the lively cheese market is happening in full swing. Pronounced as Gouda or Gouda in other parts of the world, here the cheese is known as Gouda, named after the town where it has been sold since 1395. Here, visitors get to witness how farmers from the surrounding areas sell off wheels upon wheels of cheese, just as they have done for centuries. Traditional Frisian horses bringing in the cheese and the bidding, of course. It was an animated negotiation between the farmer and the buyer, done with a clapping of hands to get the price they are both happy with.
I want to buy it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Here's the farmer.
Okay.
I'm the buyer.
Buyer. Yes.
He asks a price. I give a price. He asks almost too much. I give always
Okay.
too small. 7 kwart. 15. 15. Kom op, 15. Het is voor de film. Ja, voor de film. Ja, voor de film. Nee. 16.
Nee. Zo'n stuk. En jij...
He said, I go down this one and you only go down that one.
Daar heb ik helemaal niks aan.
Said your price is too crazy, you must go down much more.
20 boren, als ze niet goed zijn, wil ze niet hebben. Oké.
Deal.
Finally.
Nee.
Oh, we must first check. Oh, we have to try. I see.
He goes check the quality first. He wants to see if the cheese is a good one. He turns it around and then he pulls out and now you have a piece on the inside of the cheese.
Okay. So now we know whether it's good or bad.
Yeah.
Taste it.
The smells, if the smell is good,
Ruiken,
if it feels good,
kwaliteit goed,
taste it.
structuur goed. Mijn kaas is altijd goed.
Ja, maar dat zeggen ze allemaal, hè?
Dat zeggen ze allemaal.
Always good.
And then I said to him, all farmers say that. All farmers.
So it has to be on the side.
Yeah, mostly on the side, and you can see that's the hole. And here they put it back in.
I see.
Anders komen de bacteriën in.
He put it back in the cheese, otherwise bacillus comes in it. And now no bacillus can come in, and it will be melted together again.
Deal.
Okay, the quality is good.
Okay.
So they agree now the price after the check, and now they have a deal. 720. You write it down in this notebook that he sell that cheese for 720. When they finish the deal, they always go to the pub and they take a drink.
So everybody is a good friend. The cheese are weighed in the official weighing house nearby.
In the older days, there were no measuring scales. They were not available, so the government make rules for it. All approved. Also, the weights were approved with signs on it. So if you have a 1 kilo sign, that you're sure it is a 1 kilo. And if you look to the house there,
Yeah.
you see a very nice white building, and under it you see 1668. That's the year it was built.
Yeah.
And so you can bring your product to there, and officially they were weighed, and then you were guaranteed.
Now you can sell and everybody will say, yes, you did not cheat.
It is 50 kilos, yeah?
You can also have yourself weighed and get it certified. What's great is that the Dutch pound is lower than the modern pound we use today. So you can actually weigh less here. better make that official.
This is better than digital.
Once the sale has been made, the cheese are hauled into the horse carts. Not an easy feat, since each wheel weighs 12 kilos. The horse carts are drawn by Frisian horses, of course.
Frisian horse are my favorite. They're very well behaved,
Yeah.
considering so many people.
Yeah, people think it's normal for a horse.
No,
But it's really not
yes,
normal for
I
a
know.
horse. And now it's not so crowded.
Yes.
But in high season,
Yes.
there are a few thousand people here. And
Okay, time to go.
I'm off with a cart of cheese.
All of this takes place in front of the magnificent town hall of Gouda, standing here since the 15th century. Over the years, proud citizens added more details into the Gothic structure, making it one of the most beautiful buildings in the country. Gouda is commemorating 750 years of its cityhood, and they truly have a lot to celebrate. The city began as a swampy area where no crops could grow, only grass. So the people decided to put cows in the fields and milk them to make cheese. They soon perfected this process, making a semi-soft, creamy cheese that can be stored for a long time. This made it easy to transport to different parts of the country, and now it is enjoyed all over the world. There are also plenty of market stalls where thankfully you don't have to bid for your cheese. Completing the nostalgic feeling of the marketplace are these traditional Dutch barrel organs. The mechanisms were invented in Italy, but this traveling musical cart is uniquely Dutch. Behind the ornate exterior, the music is played through perforated cardboard books, holding the musical notes. It is customary to give a few coins in appreciation of this early piece of technology. Not far from the square is another product that originated in Gouda, the syrup waffle.
Very good. I think we have to go in.
The waffles consist of 2 biscuits with a syrup filling. The award-winning recipe was concocted by Peter Camphausen in 1810 and is now popular throughout the Netherlands. We entered the unassuming little storefront to find the busy factory inside.
Syrup waffle is another specialty here in Gouda. They make 1,800 of these per hour, and it's sold all over the world.
The bakery became very successful that even the king would come to Gouda to buy his waffles. The tradition has been passed on to the next generation of the Camphausens. The recipe for the syrup waffle has been kept for generations. And it's here in this safe where it's located. I don't think I can open it. To get out of the factory, you have to slide down a chute.
And at the end of the slide, you can eat as much waffle as you want. Perfect.
Gouda is a perfect example of Dutch success. Out of a swamp, they were able to build a city whose name is now recognized all over the world. Going around the Dutch countryside has been an amazing experience, and I was glad I got to share it with some wonderful friends. I continue on to the next part of my journey, driving through the Autobahn to Germany, where more adventures await. This has been your captain, Joy Roa. See you in the next Asian Air Safari.